All right, all right, all right. What's going on, people? We got post game, man. Jaguars post game report here, and we're gonna get into everything that happened. We should have the post game interviews coming up here soon. We'll wait on those, but man, so I know you said you saw the highlights, Desmond. What's your first initial reaction to what happened today for the Jags? I
Um,
mean, seemed like they started spirited, right?
yeah, it's just for some reason you just can't really get Trevor Lawrence going.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my biggest takeaway. When the offensive coordinator takes over as the head coach, following week you kind of see some things that you may have not saw before, or you see new wrinkles. Offensive coordinator kind of takes some risk. He is a little bit more aggressive, essentially, right? I don't think we really saw that. I mean, 22 of 38, 210 yards. Not great. I mean, James Robinson, 18 to 75. I think he should have got more carries. Um, y- you know, I, and then really what your leading receiver on the day was O'Shaughnessy. Just beat out Treadwell.
that's
So
terrible,
it's
man. That's terrible.
exactly,
And he only
exactly. I
had
mean,
what, 2 catches?
well, 4 catches for
Four
60
catches.
yards.
She.
And I think anytime you tight ends leading, unless you got one of the top guys, the Travis Kelsey
Yeah.
type of player. I think
I
whenever you
think they
gotta,
I think they should have fed Treadwell more. Treadwell seemed like he was kind of getting a little bit of confidence, man. And
yeah,
I think he's probably one of their most confident receivers besides Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is going to get you those sure yards, right?
yeah.
But I felt like Treadwell was like that jump ball, you know what I'm saying? Big man kind of threat down the field. And I don't know, man. Trevor missed a lot of throws too. Like
Yeah,
he
22 or
missed a lot.
38.
He missed a lot of throws that were just they were there. Like the high ball that he threw to I think it was Treadwell. I think
Yeah,
he threw a high and Treadwell had to like go up and get it, and it was like an easy completion, and he just kind of like threw a fastball.
yeah.
So I mean, I think there's just a lot of work that he has to do in the off season as well because I don't know what the I don't know if it has to do with like the play of like what's happened over the season, right? I think I think a little bit has to do with it there. Like he just seems like he's out of sorts, man. He just doesn't make the easy throws. Um, a lot of the time, you know what I mean? Easy throws
Yeah,
become 50-50 throws for him, and it's like weird. Like,
I think part of that, I think that goes to back to coaching. I think you have to give him some easier throws. You have to
yeah,
scheme that into the game plan to where get him some easy touches. And then also, what also stood out was not really being able to be an explosive offense. I think you
yeah,
can't, if you can't really have big plays, whether that's in the pass game or run game, it's hard to put a lot of 10, 12, 14 play drives together and score it every single time. You got to be able to have explosive plays. And right now, it doesn't look like Jaguars either don't have any explosive players, but I mean, you know, it doesn't look very explosive right now. Like it's very tough. The offensive football is very tough right now for the
I
Jaguars.
mean, and now
They're
you look at
struggling.
the landscape now, and you look at the landscape, and now you got the number one pick again.
Yep,
So
yep.
you're right back. You're right back where you started. You got the number one pick in the draft. That usually you're thinking, okay, I get the number one pick in the draft. That's at least good. Like regardless of what my team is, that's at least good for at least 4 or 5 wins, right?
Yeah,
If I get that.
yeah.
So if you're back in the number one spot, and you don't win any more games this year. Which let me look at their schedule. I'm looking at the box score right here. So it looks like Trevor Lawrence went 22 of 38, 210
hmm
yards, no touchdown. Has not thrown a touchdown in 7 weeks.
That's really bad.
Hasn't thrown a touchdown in 7 weeks.
That's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like you got to be trying not to throw a touchdown.
I mean, and again, I go back to coaching as well. I mean, you have to have something schemed or something to. You can't. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah,
There ain't no other way to put it.
I think what really hurt them and kind of put them in I don't know if it was urgency mode, but kind of changed up the game plan was when they got that return touchdown. They gave up that return touchdown because it was what 7-3,
hmm
and then they gave up the return. Because you look at the score. So the first quarter, Houston scored 14-3, then they scored six. Every quarter was pretty much even after that, up until the fourth. So they outscored them in the first and the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
14 and 7. So Jaguars got nothing but field goals the whole game, and you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win in
Can't
the
win.
NFL
You can't.
with
You got
field
to be able
goals.
to. That's why I say coach it. I mean, you got to have some plays that that are aggressive. You got to at least have plays that you can really attack within
Yeah,
that. I mean, it doesn't even look like they can attack right now.
yeah, and the Texans didn't have a crazy like game. I mean, they didn't have a crazy game because Davis Mills
Mm-mm.
went for 19 of 30, 209 yards, two touchdowns, and a interception. Which I think the interception was so you got some promising. I think what you can take away is you have promising corners at least because the corners have played a lot better,
Yeah.
um, in my opinion. Minus that touchdown they gave up to Brandon Cooks, but I feel like they played a lot better. Um, since earlier in the season where they were just getting bombed on, and
Hmm.
Cullen kind of had to make an adjustment. You know what I mean? And they started playing a lot better from there. So today they gave up what 23 points on defense, which is too. It's too much. But you like to see them more like in the 17 range. Um, but it kind of is what it is, man. So I was hoping Daryl Bevel come with something different. Now they started off with like a little bit of the jet screen, a little bit of sweep. Like what are they doing with Laviska? I mean, what do you do with Laviska? From you're
I
an
mean,
offensive minded guy. Like what do they need to do to change up the offense?
I
What
think
what,
his
what
best
needs to happen?
chances are as a running back, but I mean, at this point, I think you got probably too many running backs. Um, but I think that's his best position is at running back. I think what the biggest thing I don't think you don't have enough speed at receiver. So I mean,
Yeah,
Laquan Treadwell was for the most part had been a bust throughout his career
yeah,
up until this point. I mean, Laviska isn't that fast. Marvin Jones is 31. I mean, and your tight end led you in receiving yards today. So I think you don't have any speed at receiver right now with DJ Chark hurt,
yeah.
and not
They
really being
just
able to push the ball down the field. I think
they
that's
don't
my
have a lot
biggest
of speed.
takeaway right now.
They don't have a lot of speed on this team. Period. Like
Period. Yeah, you need speed, especially when you don't have it at running back. Um, and which is fine with James because he's going to give you 4 or 5 yards of carry. But I
right.
think you have to lean on him a little bit more. You have to get Trevor better play action situations, especially on first down play action situations, and get him under center. Give him some bootlegs and some half field reads. I think you just try to make it as easy as possible for him,
Yeah.
and really only go shotgun, drop back, throw it unless you have to, in those obvious passing situations. But I think it's definitely ways that you can help him um, offensively to where it's not so much on his shoulders as a young quarterback.
And what kind of struck me, man, is like I don't think James Robinson to me is a I don't he doesn't really do it for me, man. Like he's really slow. He can't get the edge at all. Like cannot get the edge at all. You never see him get the edge unless it's like blown open, right? And it's like there's
Yeah,
nobody there. That's the only time he can get the edge. And it's like if you can't get the edge in the NFL, man, like you can't be a starting running back. Like
yeah.
in my
I mean, I think
opinion,
there's a place for him. I mean, I think he's a very good downfield option.
yeah.
But I think,
I think he's more of a two. Like he can complement. Maybe somebody who can do it all. He can spell him. He
yeah,
can play that.
exactly. And
He
that's why I
can
think
play the
ETN
role.
would have been a
Yeah,
balance.
he could play the role that Carlos Hyde should have played
Yeah, exactly.
if
He's a
James was
bruiser.
faster.
Yeah,
You
he's a
know.
bruiser, but I still think you give him at least 15 carries though. I think he's a 15 to 20 carry guy. I mean, he
Yeah.
produced. I mean, he's a productive running back. Doesn't go down easily on contact.
Yeah.
Very physical type guy. So I think when you got a running back like that, there's a place for him. You just have to make those plays happen for him.
So let's look. I know it's probably a little early, but let's look forward to the NFL draft. I mean, what now that they have the number one pick, right?
Hmm.
Where are they going to go? Like what's out there
Um,
for them?
I mean,
For
there's a
them.
couple ways. I think you can go like Evan Neal, the big left tackle out of Alabama, or you can
Or
go.
I know we were saying Cam Robinson has played well enough to stay, but you don't think he'll stay?
I mean, even if so, I mean, you just book in and you protect Trevor.
Yeah.
You get two really really solid tackles. I think Evan or Cam, either one of those guys could flip to that opposite side. Um, um, but I think you go best player available. I think protecting Trevor is what I would lean towards. I would lean
Right.
towards getting to Evan Neal and
Yeah.
have two really good tackles, and protect my my future, hopefully all pro quarterback.
Yeah, because you need a bet. You need that's first and foremost. You need good protection. So this is kind of what the mock draft has right now. Um, I just wanted to look at this real quick. I know if anybody's watching, if you got anything to say about the post game, definitely give us a comment. We're happy to go through it and just kind of vent like how you feeling about them getting rid of Urban Meyer and what kind of job do you feel like Daryl Bevel did today? Just kind of sound off on that. Whatever you're feeling, we're open to it today. So just reach out to us in the chat. But you got Kayvon Thibodeau at number one, and for me, like I haven't seen. He's not a household name in my opinion. Like
Yeah,
he's
I
not.
mean he was hurt at one point during the season.
Yeah.
Um, I know that probably has something to do
So
with it.
I'm saying, for me, like I feel like a lot like these are early mock drafts, but I don't feel like he'll be in the top 10, but I think number one is kind of rich for. I don't think the
He's going to
Lions.
blow up the combine though. He's probably going to run a
Yeah,
really really good time. He's going to test well.
he's
I
really
think that'll
light.
keep him
He's
in that
really light
conversation.
though. The dude's
Yeah.
like he's not a DN, so you can't.
But I look at him like Brian
Yeah,
Burns. Brian Burns didn't, wasn't the biggest weight wise
yeah.
coming out, but he put that weight on in the NFL.
But Burns went where he should have went, which was like mid round, like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he, but top of the first or, but number one for him, like at that weight, like I feel like he could probably get lost. He could in that you know how it's so easy for those light guys to get bust if they can't get pressure right away
Yeah.
because they can't hold up against the run.
Yeah.
So I like and he plays in the Pac-12, so he's playing shotgun offenses. He's able to rush the quarterback a lot of the time.
But,
So I
but he's gonna run a four. I don't want to say 4-4 and be just come back and
think
be a
so.
cold take, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ran a four. He's gonna blow up the combine. That's where I
He,
think you're gonna get because I think Brian Burns ran 4.53, I believe,
yeah.
something like that. Um, so I think that's where that difference would be, where he gets bumped up a few more spots.
Okay. Um. So now they have Aiden Hutchinson. So Aiden Hutchinson, you don't like Aiden Hutchinson over him?
I love him. I
To
love him.
me,
I
to
love
me,
Aiden
Aiden's
Hutchinson.
more of like a sure thing. He's like he's
Yeah,
6'7", 6'6", 6'7".
yeah.
Get big guy. You know what I mean? He's gonna give you that pressure, and he's strong against the run. So, but then you don't know what the Jaguars are going to be running next year either. You don't know if Cullen's even going to be there next year.
I mean,
Um,
but I think Hutchinson is a guy you take regardless. I don't
yeah,
think you
he can
you you
stand up. He
pass
can
on him.
stand up, and he can put his hand on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that rain did you get any of that rain? It didn't rain during the whole game where I was in Bartram.
Yeah,
Was it
I
raining?
got some of it
Okay.
over here. We got probably maybe 10-15 minutes of it
Yeah.
at a whole.
I know it's raining now. How you guys feeling about the game, man? If you're watching, sound off. Wasn't really many highlights to go into for the Jags. I mean, they did good with establishing. This is Marcus right here. Hold on one sec. Yeah, Marcus is hopping in right now. And he'll give us his takes on the game. But it looks like are you did the game start already for the
Yeah,
okay.
Ravens game. Tyler Huntley got him down to the 3 yard line.
Okay. I didn't know. So when did they switch the Colt? Was the
He's
Colts
going
game
for it.
always on a Saturday?
He's going for it. Yeah, I think so.
Did
Because
you watch
they
that?
had already scheduled 2 Saturday games. I had saw
Okay.
that like during Sunday.
Okay. I was like, damn, when the hell did they play? But the Colts, bro, the Colts are coming on strong right now.
Yeah,
You
they
beat
are.
the Patriots are what the top team?
Frank Reich is a really good coach.
Yeah.
Frank Reich is a really good
He's
coach.
got them legit like ready. Carson Wentz is playing. I mean, he's back to his MVP level, it looks like. Um so just kind of going back, I like Jameson to me, bro. Like I don't know if you can they so in this actual mock draft for CBS, right? They have Jamison Williams as the top overall prospect. in the whole draft.
Mm. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, they have him as the top overall prospect in the draft, but they got him going to the Jets at 7. I think if you're the Jaguars, if you're in a position if you're in a position like that where you already have your franchise quarterback, hopefully, you're at least going to ride with him for the next 3 or 4 seasons. So I think you could really go anywhere you wanted to go at number one. But I think this would probably be it would be easier for you to trade out of that pick, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
For
agree.
them, I think it's easier for them just to trade out of the pick unless there's like somebody that's overwhelming there. Yeah, I would trade down to who needs. Well, the Texans need a quarterback, but they're not going to trade with us. What about Derek Stingley?
I'm not a big fan of Derek Stingley, just
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, kind of down on him. But yeah, they need. Feel like they got to go quarterback. But yeah, so just this draft doesn't look like it's over. It's very like strong on like household names, and I don't know really half of these guys in the first
Yeah,
round. They got
this is a weird draft
yeah.
here.
This looks like a weak
I like
draft.
Drake London,
Yeah,
the receiver.
6'5", 210.
Yeah, receiver out of USC. I
Yeah,
like him. He's nice. Yeah, he's got a really good game.
I like Jahan Dotson. I like him a lot from out of Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
Yeah, good deep threat. Chris Olave too.
I don't really like Chris like that. He's I don't really know what's his best trait. Like I can't say what his
He's twitchy, man.
I feel like
Eagles
he's
got
quicker than fast.
bro. The Eagles got 3 first round picks, man. If you're trading with somebody, you're trading with the Eagles
Yeah, they did great.
to get two. I'm serious though. You're trading with the Eagles to get. Um, let me see if Marcus got in here. There he is. Yeah. If anything, you're trading with the Eagles, man, to get two of those first round picks, in my opinion. Marcus, you with us?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hold on,
Just
I'm
can't
trying
see
to.
you.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my camera. I ain't home right now.
Okay. Yeah, man. Just talking some Jags. Just trying to get initial reactions. I know it's probably more the same for most people who are watching, and it's not really like not really much to talk about. It's just another loss. I feel like they tried to come out like more spirited, but like at this point, like they are what they are. Like just is what it is. Like you have wide receivers. At this point, I don't know anybody that you can really hang your hat on offense. I mean, you're going to keep Trevor, right? But and like you said, Desmond, you said James Robinson, right?
Yeah.
So
I
other
think. And
than
then you
that,
got ETN coming back off an injury.
yeah, and ETN, man, I was so crushed when he got hurt, and then I'm like, at the point he got, how bad is a Liz Frank like a foot injury like that? Is it really bad to where it would keep you out like the whole season?
Yeah, because you got
Yeah,
to
I
have
think it's
foot
a
surgery.
full. Yeah, I think it's a full break of the foot.
Hmm.
It's like
So,
like
like
he
all the bones in your foot are broken.
oh
So the
okay
recovery time.
okay.
Yeah, the recovery
Because
time
I was
pretty
like, dang man, he
extensive.
got hurt like at the first week of preseason, really, or the second week, something
Yeah,
like that. So I was like,
I
man,
remember Mojo having that injury.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back in the day.
Mojo had it too, and he was in like a boot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then DJ, I didn't think DJ's injury was that bad to keep him out the whole season. I know he had a break, but I figured he might have been back. They might have just be keeping him out the rest of the season, anyways, since it's a wash. It doesn't really make any sense. Um, but just kind of give us your take on the game. Oh, let's see. We'll need to connect our mic and cam. He might be on his phone. Um, but yeah, man. So we're just trying to kind of sift through this, man, and figure out what. Marcus, you there?
yeah, I'm still here. The camera ain't working, but
Okay, it's all good. We just want to kind of give us your take on the game, man, and kind of what you think. Really, what's your take of the game?
yeah. Well, I thought they came out, strong. Well, I
I
won't say strong, but they came out with a fire, quote
feel it.
unquote. With a
I
new
feel it, Mo.
coach stepping in. You're always going to come out a little harder, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day, they still look like the same Jaguars. Offensively, I know it was raining, but it was the same play calls. They had a nice little play to O'Shaughnessy early,
Right.
but clearly by a coaching change that didn't change anything. As far as
The play
schematically,
calls. Yeah.
yeah. And that I thought that was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
He,
too.
you know, I think that goes to show you Urban Meyer wasn't the complete problem. I think we mentioned that earlier this week, where we
I
called
kind
out
of
Bevel.
I kind of think I got something on that. So I think they were a lot more balanced this game, or they at least tried to be. They were a lot
I
more
agree with that.
balanced, but I just feel like the execution wasn't there, bro. Look at how many
Yeah.
drop passes they had, and
Oh
then look,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Trevor didn't execute half of those
No,
plays. He
no.
didn't.
Trevor didn't look good at
The
all.
play,
He
yeah,
he didn't look good at all.
the plays were there, so the plays were there to be had.
Yeah.
Some of them, like the receivers were getting open. He doubled like on that one. He double clutched. You saw Marvin Jones at the end of the game where he double clutched and then he threw it to
Yeah.
him at the last moment and he almost got killed.
Yeah.
Like like stuff like that. He's like, bro, like just throw the ball. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's gun shy a little bit. Like
yeah,
it's like he sees it, but then he like the rush is coming at him
yeah,
at the same time too. But you got to pull the trigger when you see it. This is the NFL. The windows are
very
that
tight.
much smaller, very tight, and you're already throwing into tight coverage as is. So, I do agree with y'all. The play calling was a little bit more balanced, but it at the
The
end of the
execution
day,
is terrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It kind of goes back to what Bevel said earlier in the week, where he said a lot of the issues aren't really, if the plays are there, like majority of the time they're not there, but when they are there, they don't execute on them. He's like, we're having to deal with stuff that you should have learned in Pop Warner, you know, don't hold, run your route to the top, break, but like they're so bad, who's the hold them accountable? You're trying to hold them accountable, but you don't have where you gonna go get the next guy who is gonna be in the same kind of situation. So they're just not executing on stuff, and I don't think Daryl Bevel, he's been there all year. He's not going to be the one that suddenly make them execute, right? He's been the OC all year, so I don't know. I'm just struggling to find like who they take to next season, or what are your thoughts on who on what on this offense should be taken to next season, or who?
man. It's tough. I was thinking about that during the game. Like I really want to give Laviska a chance because he's such a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah,
That one play he had, it was a typical bubble screen, but he ran over the corner and got about 15 yards. And those are things I like seeing when they execute that type of stuff. And I just think he needs to be in the right
yeah,
opportunity, get the right opportunities. Like maybe not always run a bubble screen, but like we
right.
mentioned, put them in the backfield a little bit.
Yeah,
Let them work the middle of the
especially with
field.
ETN hurt.
Yeah, yeah. Let him work the middle of the field. Like I like him in those intermediate routes. Just to move the chains. I thought Marvin Jones would have been a big help for Trevor this year. That didn't really work out. I think he has one more year. I would bring him back just for the
You said
just be
who has one
comfortable.
more year?
Marvin Jones, I think he had a
Yeah,
2-year contract, so I think he has one more year. But Cam Robinson, James Robinson, of course. Uh,
Cam Robinson.
our
What do you
defensively,
what do you think about James Robinson, man? For me, he leaves a lot to be desired,
he,
like
he,
from
he
a
definitely
running back.
he leaves a lot of yards out there.
Yeah,
I believe if he had a little bit more speed, he would break a little bit
yeah.
more, but he has no speed at all.
Oh,
He
and
has the vision. He has the vision versus Leonard Fournette. He
but
has
it's
the vision, but just not the speed.
but then when you got vision, but you don't got no speed, it's hard for you to still even make the play. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
But
it's like
I would say this season really showed you he's probably a number two back
yeah,
more than a starter.
you need a bell cow who can do it all, and
Yeah.
I
and
think he's
pass
a
catch.
starter though. I think if he was in Baltimore, he'd have 1,000 yards
He's a
every year.
starter on a Jacksonville team, bro. Like he's
Yeah.
not.
I think he
He's not.
would if he was in Baltimore. I think he'd have 1,000 yards as well.
It's very hard to judge Jackson because like a lot of starters on the Jaguars, they probably wouldn't make a lot of NFL rosters or they'll be big ones.
Tavon
To be
Austin would
honest,
not be on anybody's
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Jadon Mickens.
Mickens, like seriously, Jaden Mickens, he was on our team 4 years ago, and
Treadwell probably wouldn't even be on the roster.
I would keep
But
Treadwell.
he's
I
playing
would
good.
keep Treadwell. He's been
playing good.
playing. He's probably been the most consistent
I
over the
thought he was
last
out of the
5
league
weeks.
before
Yeah,
a
he
couple
was
weeks
out of the
ago.
league,
Yeah.
He
but
played with
he's
the
probably
Falcons
been our
last
most
year.
consistent guy
Yeah.
as a receiver over the last 4 or 5 weeks. But it's hard to keep a lot of our guys, man. It's hard. It's hard.
So now we're kind of seeing that it's going to be more of the same for probably the rest of the season because
Oh yeah,
that was our easiest game.
And you know what?
Yeah.
We're set up for the number 1 pick because Detroit won. They got the upset against the Cardinals, and they're like 2-10-1 or 2-11-1, and we're 2-12.
And
So
the
we have the number 1
Jaguars
pick.
they got the Jets, New England, and they got the Jets on the road. They got New England on the road and Indianapolis. So
loss. So we're probably looking at what 2-15.
What's that? Yeah.
So we're looking at 2-15, and if Detroit doesn't win again, we got the number 1 pick. So, and
and it's not a good year to have the number 1 pick.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. I can't even tell you who
this is a
would you want to
draft.
get Kayvon Thibodeau?
Yeah. I mean,
I think get Evan Neal and you get two really good tackles, and you book in and you protect Trevor Lawrence for the next 6 years.
Let's go to the defensive side. Who do we keep on defense? I mean, Josh Allen. What do you guys think of him? Like, what is he? Because he's going to be coming up for a contract.
He leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
As well.
Do you pick up his option or don't you? Because he can't get pressure on his own.
You have to just to have some talent.
You have to pick up his option.
You don't have a replacement.
Yeah, like DeJuan Smoot. I mean,
but DeJuan Smoot has more production than he has.
But Josh Allen is getting more attention. He gets more attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not necessarily getting double teamed every play.
Yeah.
But DeJuan Smoot's a good player. I'll say that.
I feel like Josh Allen would go to another team and end up having 10 sacks.
He'll eat. Exactly. But
because that team would have more, along the D line probably.
Exactly. But so I would keep Josh Allen. Miles Jack actually stepped up this year. As much as I talk about Miles Jack, he's actually had a good season.
Desmond's over there watching that
Baltimore
Ravens game.
Hey, Tyler Huntley just threw a touchdown pass to Mark Andrews.
They should have won, bro.
It should be 10. It should be 10-0 right now. But we went for it on the first drive and they getting
Speaking of that, my fantasy team is on one right now. Like
in the playoffs.
Yeah, I got 110 already, and Stafford hasn't even played yet.
Oh yeah, you kill me.
Are the Broncos? So who's on TV right now? Are the Broncos on CBS?
I'm not sure.
I have no clue. I stopped watching.
Stream East if you need someone to watch the game. StreamEast.io.
Stream East. That's a plug. That's a free plug, man.
Yes, it is.
That's love right there.
Yes, it is. But
y'all need a game to watch.
But like it was good seeing Andre Cisco out there. He didn't. I mean, he.
So was Urban keeping him off the field?
Had to be because he was flying around the field today.
Yeah.
Like speaking of this, Urban, did y'all see the interview that he had?
His apology.
He did an
interview. Not the apology. He did an interview. Yeah. I don't know if it was recorded, but I read the transcript back from the interview.
Yeah.
And he was basically kind of talking about a little bit of everything, and it was interesting. It was real interesting to say the least.
I didn't read or see the whole interview, but anything Urban says is BS in my opinion. It is a BS.
So what? All right. So we're taking. I like our corners right now. I feel like they're playing decent enough to take into next year. So I like Shaq. I like Tyson on the outside. I feel like they need to find a nickel somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
They need a nickel corner badly because they get beat. They get beat on the slot
for sure.
And on those quick passes really bad.
We need another safety. That Jenkins jump. He did.
What happened to Jenkins? I didn't see his leg.
I have no clue.
Did he break it?
I have no clue. I missed that play actually, but
I'm pulling for my Broncos right now, man. Broncos,
hey,
they win today. They'll be 8-6. Teddy B, baby.
hey, how about the
Teddy B,
Cowboys though? How about the
Yeah.
Cowboys
Cowboys,
though?
yeah.
How about them Cowboys, man? How about
I
it?
called it earlier. Four turnovers.
Their defense is playing as good as anybody in the league
It's
right now.
lights out. It's lights out.
Let's take a look
Our
at
defensive coordinator is doing his thing, man.
Dan Quinn
Dan
is
Quinn is
playing.
doing his
Dan Quinn
thing.
is playing
Yeah,
crazy right
he
now.
might get another job next year just off of
It looks like
bringing
Jake
him on
Fromm got to
defense.
play. So if Dan Quinn's available, do the Jaguars take a look at Dan Quinn?
I think
I
he
think they may look at my bad.
Kellen
I let
Moore.
Marcus
Yeah.
Yeah.
jump in. A quick name I did because that's why I brought up the interview. So Urban Meyer talked a lot about how great the defense played, and Joe Cullen came from Baltimore. He's a defensive line coach. So they're
Right.
saying Wink Martindale, Baltimore's defensive coordinator, is a name to watch if the Jaguars want to keep that same defense.
Yeah.
Bring in Wink Martindale, Don Wink Martindale, the Ravens defensive coordinator, as a possible head coach candidate
Oh, there we
that the
go.
Jaguars
I
might
got
be
my
tapping
camera.
into. How would y'all feel about that?
It's dark.
Somebody mute your whatever you're watching.
I'm sorry, my camera sucks. Y'all peep my dad's jersey. Peep my dad's
Oh yeah, I see
Cowboy
you.
jersey. I would really, it's tough to pick a defensive coach. Uh, just in the
Got the
league.
Cowboys jersey in the background. I see you.
Yeah, it's tough to pick a defensive coach right
Yeah.
now. I know our
I think
defense is really playing
yeah.
lights out,
Yeah.
but I think we have to, run the
Gotta
tires
get
of Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Possibly I don't know his name, but the OC from the Bills.
They say the Cowboys have kind of cooled off on offense a little bit, so Kellen Moore's name is kind of cooled a little bit.
But I think he's more creative. Like I like his creativity. Like
Yeah.
our offense is so vanilla. Like we always know what they're gonna run. Like know
Right.
what I'm saying. So just to have that creativity, and again, Jim Caldwell. But I would if we do go the defensive route, Dan Quinn, or give Cullen a chance. Like we mentioned, he's been doing a good job with the defense. So it. I think we got to go with a for sure thing, for sure, not a college coach or anything like that. Jeez, this camera sucks.
No, definitely, I agree with that for sure. I think we got to go. We got to go with an offensive mind. Definitely can't go. I heard that they were kicking around Dabo Sweeney's name in the broadcast. I was like, no, nah. You on mute? You on mute, Des?
Nah, Dabo dead. Don't bring
Yeah.
it
That
back.
was a oh hell no. That's what it
Yeah.
was. It
Yeah.
was oh hell no. You just saw what Urban did.
Yeah.
Dabo would probably. I mean, maybe he won't be
You
as
about the same.
embarrassing.
I mean, he's got the same.
But yeah,
To
it's
me,
the
he's
same
got the
type of.
same
You'll
demeanor.
be doing the same thing again. Hell no. Go get a real experienced coach. Go get a Jim Caldwell or somebody, man. Somebody who's really experienced.
Get somebody respected who's won, bro. Who's won in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like a proven winner.
the hard thing is getting something attractive to Jacksonville. Like you never hear one of those attractive names associated with our
Coaches.
team.
Coaches are probably scared to come here. They feel like this is where their careers go to die.
Right.
Seriously. But I think we should go offensively. I know Urban was supposed to be that guy for us, but
I do like the Leftwich too, though. I can't say that I do like that.
No, I do like that too. It's just the experience part. Like
experience, exactly. That's the only thing.
He's young, and that's a tough job to get for your first job, and you're young.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But yeah, man, it's just one of those things where I think you have to go with a proven guy, a guy who is who's got wins, who's very creative on offense. I think, and they're gonna have to bring some players with him too. So, and do you get rid of Balky?
I I definitely think that's the question because I mean I think the roster's gotten worse under him, not better.
Yeah.
And you didn't do a great job in the draft, just this past draft. So I think you definitely have to take a look at it.
My gosh, bro!
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And I
Like,
think Balky's proven himself as far as not being a good, evaluator
Evaluator
of
talent.
talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just how he ran San Francisco.
Hmm.
You could say a lot of that stuff was hardball. You know what I'm saying? But
it's so hard to find a good GM, bro. And then when you
it's
find
so
one,
hard.
like the
It's very
Colts are going to be good for however long, as long as Chris Ballard wants to stay, they're going to be good because he knows how to find talent. And then everywhere else who has a steady, you know what I'm saying? I think the Chargers, man, that was a heartbreaker on what was that Thursday
Thursday.
night?
Yeah.
That was a heartbreaking game. That game was really exciting to watch. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch that
Oh, I
game,
got
but
41 points from Kelsey.
yeah, my
That was
goodness,
crazy.
bro.
That game was
Kelsey
crazy.
was eating, bro. And then on the play where he scored, like for your tight end to be able to cut on a dime like that,
They
he
end the
broke
game
away
like that, bro.
and pull away.
bro. He cut on a dime and broke away, bro. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he showed
Kelsey is cold.
he showed a lot of people he still got it because I
He's
think
cold, bro.
I think everybody kind of thought he was on the downswing.
Yeah, he's a problem
He still
for
got
sure.
it.
And in his 30s, he's still getting away like that. So, yeah, Mahomes and them boys ain't playing. They got to play better on defense. But I think Mahomes shows
They've
you.
stormed back. They've stormed back into the conversation.
Yeah, Mahomes shows you time in and time again that don't count them out.
Can't.
And everyone's saying Javonte Williams is one of their best, one of their favorite running backs in the league right now for the Broncos.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah,
He's playing really well.
He just doesn't break for the touchdowns. It's Melvin Gordon getting the touchdowns.
yeah.
Like
Well, Melvin be getting like them 10. He be getting it like on the 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Javonte will break a 30 or 40 yarder, and then they'll bring Melvin Gordon in.
Yeah,
but I do like Javonte.
The Broncos can win like that though.
Yeah.
If they got a two-headed, like that's the two-headed monster that Jacksonville needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the Broncos.
Once ETN's healthy, I think you have that.
And I think Teddy's about to throw Teddy just threw. Oh my gosh! At the last minute, he broke it up. But Teddy had Cameron Sutton in the end zone. And
we need a Cameron Sutton type of receiver.
Yeah, Eli Apple actually played really well. He kind of sped up and broke on the ball.
Eli Apple,
great coverage. Yeah, Eli Apple for the Bengals.
Man, he didn't turn out how he was supposed to.
He's playing good, bro. But he's playing good right now. He's playing solid ball. I saw him make a few plays last week. But he's playing solid. He broke on this ball. This looked like a touchdown. I would try him again, honestly.
But I think if the Broncos get into the ship, I think they're probably the most scary team going into the playoffs. Just how they play defensively.
Yeah,
they could run the ball, obviously, and I think people kind of sleep on Teddy. Like I know he not the most flashy quarterback, but
yeah,
I think in a situation
he can get
like
the job
that,
done.
He can manage a game.
Yeah, he get the job done.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is about Teddy. Teddy's just like that. He's like that 8-8 quarterback. He's that 9-7 guy.
I think you just need the right pieces for him. Like when he was in Minnesota, they won 11-5 and won a division. Should have beat the Seahawks in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I just think he gets a bad rap.
McManus just tied it up 3-3. But yeah, man. So we're rolling right along, man. It was Jaguars post game, but there's not much to talk about there. If you guys got something that you want to add or chime in, please do. We're just kind of going through the early games right now. So what do you guys think about the Cam thing? Is that kind of over with? I think that's over with after this year.
That's over with.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, I think that's done after this year.
I think they got into the same situation as they were before when they had him before, where they're just asking him to do too much. With C-Mac hurt.
Yeah.
Their receivers. I don't know what happened to Robbie Anderson. It's like he fell off a cliff.
So he doesn't. So in your opinion, he doesn't have a lot of help. He's back in the same situation.
He's back in the same situation.
T-Mac's pretty much done. T-Mac he's done. I would retire if I was him after this year. Like,
Mm,
dude is fragile, man.
he's fragile. I wouldn't depend on him being my number
Yeah.
one anymore.
I like Hubbard. I like Hubbard at running back. Like he's a
Yeah,
good
he'd be
back. I don't
total.
know. I don't know how he does as far as pass catching, but so they're probably gonna have to draft somebody who can do a little bit of what McCaffrey does in the open field.
Yeah, because the injuries kill him.
Yeah. Um, DJ Moore plays pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a. I think he showed you he's not a number one as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think DJ Moore is. I mean, he's had 1,000 yards every year.
I, I, I tend to agree, but like it when I think of a number one, like I'm thinking about like 8 to 9 catches a game, like I'm thinking like a Hopkins or uh, like a AJ Brown, Cortland, or not AJ Brown.
Duke Johnson had 100 yards today. Side note
Come on, he playing against the Jaguars.
for the Dolphins, bro.
Yeah, he played for the Dolphins. Right?
Yeah, he had 22 totes, 107, and 2 tuds. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay, Duke.
But
Shout out Larry Mitchell. He said, "Watch out for Duke today." So he called that one.
Sheesh.
but yeah, but like with DJ Moore, like I was saying, like I'm thinking like 8 catches, like close to 100 yards every game. So like he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
And fantasy.
I think a big part of that this year. I mean, I think he's had that every year. Except I think this year their quarterback inconsistency has been a big part
I
of
agree
it.
with that. I agree with that. But I think Cam or Carolina just needs a little bit more. Defensively, they're always strapped.
Getting some feedback, guys. I don't know if.
Oh, hold on, it might be me.
It's good now.
It might be me because I'm in the office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good now.
But what y'all think about the Jets? What do y'all think about Zach Wilson?
I like him. I think
he'll play pretty well.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. He just needs a running back. They don't run the ball very much.
They don't run the ball at all.
They only ran it 24 times, and I think there was like 10 people who 5 people who got they split the reps like crazy. And then they don't have a number one receiver. He's got Jamison Crowder, Braxton Berrios, and Keelan Cole and Denzel Mims. So
man, how would we let Keelan Cole go? I would have kept Keelan.
Keelan had one catch today though.
At least he got some blaze.
He got his little one check.
Hey, he went from undrafted to getting a check.
Yeah. Broncos got Bradley Chubb back. He just got a sack.
Okay, I was wondering.
That's good to see. That's good to see.
Yeah, he just sacked Burrow.
That's good to see. I want him to stay healthy. So
Jamar Chase has kind of cooled off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's more Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I think that's more Joe Burrow than anything. Joe's been kind of inconsistent. Like I was talking to my brother-in-law. It's like once they get down, they start panicking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where the picks come in. He started getting sacked and stuff.
They live off of explosive. Plays. If you keep them from having a lot of explosive, big time plays and make them drive the ball, Zach Taylor's not that good of a coach.
No, he's not.
To consistently get drives of 12, 14 plays to get you down the field.
Zach Taylor?
Yeah,
he's not
He's not that good of a coach. He's
He's average. He's average.
Barely.
Because you could do a lot with that offense with Burrow. I mean, you got a complete offense there.
You do. You got everything you need.
Teddy B's coming back out. The Dolphins, man, quietly Tua. They're 7-7 right now.
Yeah.
In striking distance.
Yeah,
Tua had an okay game.
I think they're on a 6-game win streak, something like that.
Yeah, six games in a row. Yep.
Let's see what's going on.
And then Pittsburgh beat Tennessee today, so they're quietly heading back.
What do y'all think about Cleveland?
Cleveland?
Baker's holding them back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they make it this year.
but then what they got on offense though? They ain't got none of that wide receiver.
I mean, you still got Jarvis Landry,
Yeah.
Stop.
and Rashard Higgins. I mean,
Stop.
Jarvis Landry is that's one of the best players in the best
He's like
receivers
a
in the
three.
league.
He's like a three, bro. He's a
You think
three
so?
at this
Bro,
point.
come on. Don't try Jarvis Landry
He's
like
a
that,
three,
bro.
bro. Come
A
on.
3?
He's a three. Come
He said
on.
Come
100
on,
catch. He said
bro.
100
On
catch.
listen
Come
on
on,
whose
bro.
team is Jarvis Landry a number two or a number one?
He
Who
started on plenty of teams.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at
He
as a
started his whole career. He's never
bruh,
not
bruh,
started.
he was always in the slot, bro. He was never outside. He was always a three, a third option.
Bro, come on.
He's
Don't
a
do
great
Jarvis
third
Landry
option.
like that. Third option, bro. He a
It's hard.
five-time
It's
Pro
hard saying
Bowler.
100 catches and you a third
He's
option.
a five-time Pro Bowler because he was the best option for Miami,
Bro,
right?
come on, bro.
He
Don't
was
do that.
Tannehill's best option. Tannehill's a
Don't
good
do that.
quarterback.
Let me see what all
I
years
don't
he
even think
went.
Tannehill's a good quarterback.
He went with Cleveland too. He went in
He ain't got,
2019.
he ain't got 100 catches now,
Oh no, definitely not.
Not this season, yeah.
Definitely not.
or last
But
season.
Baker's holding them back. That's why Baker's holding the offense back.
So
one thing I will say about
quarterbacks make good
Jarvis.
receivers. Then
One thing I'll say about Jarvis, he ain't getting no yet. He ain't
no,
getting no yet. It's 10. 10
he
and
gonna
0
make that spectacular catch.
for 10
I
yards.
feel like Yak is his specialty though. I feel like that's really where
That's where he gets his money.
he breaks tackles. He's strong. You can't really bring him down. A lot of times that first guy because he can't really beat you deep.
No, he ain't going deep. Intermediate all day. I agree with that.
Somebody wrote in the chat. They said, "Would you not in this chat, but when I'm watching, it said, would you rather be a Jags fan or a neighborhood hope dealer?"
Definitely a dope deal.
Uh,
Definitely a dope deal.
it's tough, man.
It's
not a
tough.
season.
It's tough being a Jaguar fan because it's nothing to look forward to.
You gotta have a look. This is the only team where you gotta have a number two, bro. You gotta have a number two team, bro. That's
Seriously,
terrible.
like you got to have options when you watching a Jaguar game. Like, all right, well, if this game goes to hell, am I watching a WB movie or am I letting the
You
kids
gotta
take
figure out.
over?
Yeah, you gotta figure out what your plans are for the day, basically.
Am I letting the kids take over or am I
Right.
watching a movie?
Goodness.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you got them coming back, and then now we're in the. Let's see, they got a lot of game. They got a game on Monday at 5 p.m. They
got a
moved
game
the
on
Washington
Tuesday.
Philly game to Tuesday at 7, and the Seattle and the Rams play at 7 on Tuesday.
That's damn COVID.
Then did y'all hear like that they weren't supposed to postpone any games because of COVID? They were supposed to just whoever the team was that couldn't play, they would have to cancel it. They would have to
That's
basically
for the NFL or the NBA.
That's for the NFL.
Yeah.
They're supposed to forfeit the game.
Mm.
Yeah,
If a team,
they did say that like earlier.
yeah,
in the
they weren't
year.
doing any postponements.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
That's why they waited so late to do it. Then
yeah. So they're like, man, are we? That's not what was in the bargaining agreement because a lot of the teams
But
who,
a lot of these teams are in the playoff hunt, so that would really hurt. Like
yeah,
if you got to cancel a game.
the rules is the rules though.
That's
You
true.
can't bend the rules for
True.
the Rams.
Oh no, they gonna bend
Somebody
the
else.
rules for the Rams. They got too much star power.
Cam had 15 rushes for yeah, man. They got him doing too much. That man almost ran
15
the ball
rushes for how much?
71 in a tud.
Mm.
He's
They got
doing
that
way
man
too
running.
much.
They got that man running the ball too.
Which is his bread and butter.
He's their
But
only
like, come
offense at
on,
this point.
he's 31. He's came out two or three shoulder surgeries.
At this point, Cam's just
Oh,
another
good.
guy.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's
But they
just a
gonna.
guy.
It's either you take these 15 carries, or you know what I'm saying. We'll have to.
Bro, I would
release
love to
you.
go to a Broncos game, bro. Like that stadium looks crazy.
Mile high.
Yeah, bro. Like that stadium looks packed every
Yeah.
week. There's like a few teams where their stadium's like packed, like no matter what, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Them, the Packers, probably the Ravens.
Ravens. I went to one. It was dope. It was I actually was it was against the Saints. It was Lamar's first rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that would be a dope game to go to. Just seeing
Mm-hmm.
Lamar period live
Yeah, that was the only
would
time I
be a
got there.
goal. Yeah.
Hey man, there's got to be a flag or something.
Let me check on this Ravens.
Teddy's not playing good, bro. Like you got Jerry Judy, you got plenty of weapons. You got Judy, you got what Sutton, you got Hamler. I don't know if I think Hamler's hurt.
Yeah, I think KJ's been hurt.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. But like when they got and they got Noah Fant at tight end, so like and you got 2 running backs. Fangio's done a good job, man, for being a defensive
Yeah.
guy. He's done a good job.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it ain't
just
been
don't know.
bad.
I don't know who their OC is.
Is that a good thing to not know who the OC is?
It's probably better that way.
But what y'all think about I don't know if y'all talked about this earlier, but the
Cardinals.
Cardinals
I've been saying it about Kyler Murray.
pretenders.
Kyler Murray ain't a superstar.
No,
He
I
don't
said
make
the
his
same thing.
team better.
I say the same thing.
Mm,
I said
Every time we get late into the season, you notice the Cardinals be losing games they're not
they
supposed
fall
to
off.
lose.
They fall off
They
hard.
fall off. They lose that steam. They start losing the teams that they supposed to beat.
yeah.
That's where superstars make the plays. They don't lose games they're not supposed to lose.
Yeah. And no excuses. Like I know DeAndre Hopkins is nicked up and all that stuff, but like you said, if
Shit, you got to do.
Kyler's
It's the
supposed to be
NFL.
that guy,
You
Kyler,
got to
yeah.
elevate them. You got to
Yeah.
elevate your team.
yeah,
Yep.
You got to make them better than what they were originally. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be.
Yep.
That's what
And I
Trevor's
don't
supposed.
get it.
That's what Trevor's supposed to be doing. I don't know what he's doing though.
It's tough for Trevor.
But see, the thing with Trevor, he's still a rookie. So at the same time, he's still learning. It's very rare you see a rookie elevate their team. That's why if y'all remember back to early in the season, before the season started, I was like, that's why I was saying Andrew Luck is the gold standard because he's the very rare rookie quarterback that was able to lift his team and actually took them to the playoffs.
My thing is
know what
like
I'm
though, like I don't see Trevor like to me he doesn't have 100% grasp of the offense, like because I don't see him do the stuff that Mac Jones does. Mac Jones like he'll switch protections at the line, like he'll do different stuff like that, or you know what I mean, or
He's
he'll
pretty
change the play.
precise on
Like
his decision making.
yeah, I don't see that from Trevor. I don't see Trevor like really.
The part that
I think
that's
he
on the
ran
coordinator.
I think he ran a very vanilla offense at Clemson.
Yeah, everything was wide open at Clemson.
Yeah, I don't
He
think
had the best team in the conference.
he didn't have to make it many checks and do all that stuff, and just to where now I think he's kind of behind on that.
And he played with the best player in the conference on his team.
Yeah, and Mac Jones, you play it. It didn't used to be this way, but I think it's going to start changing. You go to Bama, you're going to play in an NFL offense. You're going to be able to. Everything's going to look like that. Like Bryce Young is going to come out and play. He's going to be a great NFL quarterback. I feel like.
Yeah, he's gonna be
to a
good.
good team.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be nice.
So,
But Sarkisian was the OC for him, and they did a lot of motions. They did a ton of motioning, a ton of checks.
Yeah, they ran a pro style.
If you go back and watch Matt Jones, because I remember when the whole hype was coming out that the Patriots would think about moving up, or they didn't know if the 49ers were gonna get him. It's times on his Alabama tape where he looks just like Tom Brady, just like Tom Brady, and you see it sometimes now where he's making checks or he's doing different things and he looks like Tom Brady. His operation style is very Tom Brady like.
damn. Burrow's looking really gun shy in that pocket, man. He had hella time and just crumbled.
What's the score to that game?
3-3.
3-3 still.
But they're sacking him like every other play. He's just like he's got time, like there's nobody even around him, and he's just like
they gotta run Joe. It's like they don't. They go away from Joe Mixon too early, I believe.
Yeah,
I agree. Joe
they
Mixon
gotta
would
run
get
Joe Mixon,
he'd be
bro.
going, he'd be asking for air if I was the OC.
You gotta build your offense around him. Everything's gonna come off of him. They
Touchdown
scored.
Ravens.
Let's go. Yep, Mark Andrews. Hey, Tyler Huntley, I told y'all.
I like Tyler. They should have won last week.
Hey, the boy is balling. 2 touchdowns.
Last week.
15-22 touchdowns.
I think that was a real good.
Is that sustainable though? Because A-Rod gonna come on now.
I mean, he's playing. I mean, the kid is balling. This was the Pac-12 Player of the Year over
Jeez, man.
Justin Herbert coming out of college.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was
I
a
didn't
Pac-12
know
Player of the
that.
Year
I didn't know that.
Mark Andrew, and then
and
he
finished
was
second in
undrafted.
completion percentage behind Joe Burrow.
He
Yeah, he
went
was
to
undrafted.
UCLA, right?
Utah.
Utah.
He
Oh,
was
I'm
the
thinking. I'm thinking.
Florida Gatorade Player of the Year coming out of high school. He was a Florida Gatorade Player of the Year.
They can't do nothing with Mark Andrews. Why did the
Balling.
Jaguars get rid of Alan Lazard, bro? Like he balls for.
Think about all the guys they've let go. Lazard, Colin Johnson.
But it's probably the same reason. Like they wouldn't have been able to use him like the Packers or freaking where did what is it LaFleur and at Green Bay? He
Yeah,
calls the plays too, right?
probably.
We need a coach like that, bro, that calls the plays. But he has Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback.
Yeah.
So when Aaron Rodgers got hurt and the other dude went in, Huntley, is that his name? Brett Huntley?
Well, trash.
Oh my gosh, he was terrible.
Yeah,
Trash.
Brett Hundley was trash.
He tried to look just like Aaron too, same helmet, everything.
No, not Huntley. Jordan Love.
Was it Love didn't play good either, did he?
He was trash. He was pure trash.
Now they really questioning it. It's already third down for the Broncos, bro. Come on, Teddy B. Teddy
Hey,
ain't
let's
looking
go,
good,
Tyler
bro.
Huntley, man. I knew you. Hey, to be real though, Tyler Huntley's a really good quarterback. Like he could go and he could start on a few teams in the league for real, for real. Like no cap, bro. He could really start.
Yeah, he
As
didn't
a
get a lot of
quarterback,
love.
Even Gardner Minshew had a few games.
no. I mean, you watch him. He got something special in him, bro. He got something special.
Gardner got him a win with the Eagles, man. Do they have a controversy?
I mean, if you look, Gardner didn't really push the ball past like 10 yards in that game.
Oh, the Eagles play on Tuesday.
It was mostly short check downs. You know what I'm saying?
I just like his swag.
Huntley looks like Lamar.
When he's on the field, you feel confident. Like that's the one thing I'll say.
With Minshew?
Yeah.
Is it going to be Hurts or Minshew?
I'll still go with Hurts.
Yeah.
I'll still go with Hurts. He hasn't done nothing to lose the job.
But get hurt. Yeah.
I mean, they're not winning like they should be, but I mean, it's tough sledding. They don't really have a good team. Man. 10-10 Atlanta and San Francisco.
Bro, Atlanta's won, bro.
But they won
they've revived themselves from like the dirt, bro. Like
they won like 3 straight.
They're 6-7. I think they're right outside of the playoff picture. And San Fran can really do something if they win too. So I think they tried to give up on Garoppolo too quick.
Mark Andrews got 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. It ain't even halftime yet.
Yeah. 2-minute warning. Dang, it's already the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, these games have been going by quick today.
Quick, bro. Yeah, this Denver game's on. This Denver game's already at 2-minute warning too.
Him and Kelsey battling for this most yards in the league right now, boy.
How many does Andrews have?
He was leading it before Kelsey went off for like damn near 200 yards the other night.
I needed all them yards.
Bro, he had 191. But I'm going against Mark Andrews. Sway, I'm playing him in the playoffs. He got Mark Andrews, so he killing me right now. I know it. But hey, I'd rather the Ravens win than my fantasy team win any day of the week. So I'm good. You feel me?
Oh yeah, he's smacking you. He's smacking. But all your guys play like on.
How bad is it? I ain't even looked yet.
It's 99-44 to 37-28.
Okay.
3rd and 5. Yeah. They just jumped off sides. Since he jumped off sides, 3rd and 6. So it's to be 3rd and 1.
Come on, fellas. We got to do better on first down.
Hey, real, you smacking on the consolation side?
Huh?
I said you smacking on the consolation side.
Hey, I gotta have something, bro. I gotta have something to go off.
Tyreek Hill smack for you,
mm-hmm.
and Christian Kirk smack for you.
I ain't in the playoffs though, bro. We
You
we
in the
fighting. We
consolation.
fighting for the booty cup, for the trash cup. That's it.
We ain't put no money in this pool.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Next year we got to do it,
Yeah, it's just gonna be a
bro. I
dub.
bet you. I bet you if everybody put cash down, they're gonna be on that mug
Oh,
every
they would have
week.
been serious
Every
for
day,
real.
yeah.
Lineup's gonna be
That's the only
changing.
reason. That's the only reason. Ain't
We're gonna be in the
nobody
trade pool, everything.
really I'm snapping.
What is this?
Whatever. I guess we'll see.
Let the ball, bro. Teddy Bridgewater. Oh my god, is like, bro. I realize what his problems are, bro. He does not process quickly.
You think
Man,
so?
bro, he doesn't process quickly, bro. I just watched this play. He had the tight end open quick in the flat. He had another wide receiver kind of on like a over crossing route, and he just didn't move fast enough to get him the ball. They was open, and so he ended up having to dump it to his running back over the middle, and only got like 3 yards, which is why they're always in 3rd and 6. But he just hit a nice pass over the middle,
That's holding.
first down.
Shout out to Kenny Glover. He said the same thing I said. Chenault needs to be moved to the backfield.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he trucked somebody today. He might be a
Man, he
running back,
trucks
right? He
somebody.
might be he might have the juice that we need that James Robinson doesn't have.
Oh, y'all seen Jackson State? Oh, bro, did y'all see Travis Hunter's game, high school game
I ain't see
yesterday?
the most recent one. I heard
No,
he went crazy.
Man, he was going off. They lost in the last second, though.
that was a state championship game, right?
No,
Yeah,
I don't know what type of game
yeah.
this was.
It
They're
was for
playing
the
some
It
team
state.
was
from
our state.
Washington.
Yeah,
But man, he was going off. He had like 3 great catches. Like he didn't really do nothing on the defensive side, but he gonna be a problem, bro. He gonna be a problem. He is gonna be a problem.
especially in
Jackson State, and Jackson State lost yesterday in the HBCU Natty,
Who they lost to?
South Carolina State.
Mm.
shake him. Ah, 3rd and 5. Denver got 3rd and 5. 35 seconds left. They're on. Let's see where they're at on the field.
Field goal.
They're at like the 50.
If they don't hit a long ball, field goal.
Yeah, if they can get in field goal
They
range,
the
they're
field
like
goal kings.
who? Yeah, Denver. Yeah, they're right at the 50. So they need like 10 yards to.
They only scored touchdowns outside the red zone.
Oh, they're playing 1-on-1. You got to give it to Judy. Give it to Judy, bro. Oh, they got the first. He got the first though. Call timeout, bro. Judy, like like a joystick, bro. He broke Eli Apple so nasty. But it was a comeback route. So he got him off the line and and then broke down. But so then he had time to catch up. If that was a double move, he'd have been out, bro,
Let's see.
easily.
Okay.
And they were on 1-on-1.
Damn, jelly.
Oh, it's just the Green Bay Baltimore game. Oh, how did Kyle Pitts catch that?
Tutty,
It wasn't. It was just a long ball.
bro.
It's like 17-10 with like 20 something seconds left in the half. How did he catch that? That's 2 feet.
Aaron Rodgers is just shredding my defense, man.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, all my DBs
But
on
they're
either
playing in
COVID or IR right now, so I mean, I ain't
yeah,
tripping. But
they're playing in they're in Baltimore, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you got to get the first.
Oh, they about to
Timeout.
score.
Timeout. Timeout.
What in the world?
Who else is playing right now besides Green Bay and Baltimore, or Green Bay and Cincy and all them?
Atlanta, San Francisco.
I'm on that game. That's why.
Man, I think though I don't think it's too many other games on.
Debo Samuel's killing him, bro.
He got a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he's had a great year. I wasn't
He's
really like,
second in the league in receiving.
yeah, I wasn't
he
high. I
balling.
wasn't
Ain't
like
been
super
playing
high
running
on
back
him, but I was like, damn.
He really Debo.
for real.
Why they running that
What
AJ
is he
Dillon?
doing, bro? Teddy, bro. What is Teddy doing? You gotta. What is Teddy doing? He not. Teddy can't see the field, y'all.
Is that bad?
It was 3rd and 1, bro. 3rd and 1. It was 17 seconds left. They're on the Cincy's 33, and the quarterback ran like a flare, bro. He threw it like way behind him. Didn't
Bro,
even have a chance to make a play on the ball, and he didn't have any pressure. So
bro,
now they're kicking a field goal. 14 seconds left. 51 yards.
bro, why does Justin Houston change teams every season? Like, bro, he still be balling.
Yeah.
McManus missed the field goal.
Touchdown. Devontae just scored.
33.
Monte Adams scored.
Yep.
Damn, your shit faster than the sports stream.
Young
Yeah.
Tay.
Ooh, just his moves off the line.
Are nasty.
Sheesh.
2 minute drill,
Bro,
Tyler. Let's just get us something,
He
baby.
got the
if
best
anybody
footwork
needs
in the league.
if anybody needs like to have a class, bro, he's one you want to learn from. If
Him
you're
and
up,
Antonio Brown.
yeah, if you're an up and coming person, like you can beat press just with the shit they be doing.
Cause he don't get touched off the line at all.
If he's even, he's leaving. Jags fan tackled by security after running on the field.
That was probably the most exciting play. Say hey to everybody. You on camera.
Hey.
Colts got the Cardinals next.
She looking like,
Raiders, Jags.
what's going on?
Titans got Niners, Dolphins.
Opposites. What's opposites?
What's up, baby?
Mm.
Hey, Malia.
Nah.
Oh man. No way. Joe Burrow and them, bro. Like 11 seconds left. Joe Burrow just got the ball down to. Got it down to their. What were they at?
Jeez, this is an ugly game. 3-3.
Oh, 40-yard line. Yeah.
They finna kick a field goal.
Yeah, they're gonna try it. It's gonna be like a 60-yarder probably.
Yeah, that's about 58, 59.
Career long 54.
Teddy got to cut off them wicks, man.
Right, Teddy.
He'll better with the short hair.
Teddy is like he's like game manager of the year, bro.
Is he gonna make it?
And I don't like his management style.
And it's good. Hit a 59-yarder.
Did he hit it? I missed. Mine's delayed. I'm watching it on.
Yeah, he made
Is
it.
it? Are you watching CBS, Marcus?
NFL red zone.
Oh, red zone. Okay. Damn. He drilled it. You can hit those, bro. You can hit those at elevation. You can hit those at elevation, bro.
Damn,
59.
Joe Mixon only got 8 toes.
If,
That's
if
crazy.
Bridgewater and them should be ashamed of themselves, bro.
They should.
How you let them? You drive all the way down. You don't get no points. You leave 17 seconds on the clock. They come back and get a field goal that you should have got.
Yeah, that's up.
That's terrible. But it's still 3-6. Both of them need it. They gotta have the game. All these games now are critical, man.
Every game, bro.
All these teams got the same record down there. Everybody fighting for the playoffs.
But all right, y'all boys. I'm gonna hop off, man. Catch y'all later.
All right, man.
All right, y'all.
Good wrap
All right,
up. Yep.
fellas.
We appreciate y'all listening, man. This is our Jags post game. Not much.
Not
to
too
see.
much post game.
Not much to see here. Pretty much wrapped the game up at the early part of the podcast if you want to take a look. But yeah, the Jags lost today. What was the score? Ending score was
30-16.
30-16 was our final score. So we'll be here next week to
Yes, sir.
to break it
Yes,
down
sir.
for you guys. Everybody have a good weekend. Peace.
All right, man. Peace.
See y'all.